here's what we wish we knew before visiting Christmas markets in Europe.
We had the trip of a lifetime exploring the enchanting Christmas markets in Germany and France.
It was magical, romantic, fun,
Boozy, hectic, and really special in many ways.
We'll give you our Christmas market itinerary as an example, the top mistakes to avoid, and how to make the most out of your trip.
We'll take you with us to the capital of Christmas in Strasbourg, France, a title it totally deserves.
Our favorite upscale Christmas markets in Cologne, Germany.
The can't-miss cute town of Heidelberg, Germany.
The underrated Christmas markets of Frankfurt, Germany.
And then we'll finish in the City of Light, Paris. We'll give you huge money-saving tips and time-saving ideas. We're Scott and Maddie. We slow travel the world while making money online.
We visited over 20 Christmas markets in these 5 cities. We'll show you what we loved and what we wish we had known before.
Spoiler alert, all of the Christmas markets were worth visiting, but if you're short on time, this will help you prioritize.
We spent about 18 days sampling Christmas markets in Europe.
Let's start with a huge money-saving tip that we learned the hard way.
Number 1, buy train tickets in your Airbnb or hotel sooner.
Christmas markets in Europe are a bucket list trip for a reason. It's awesome and everybody knows it. It will be very unlikely you'll get a last-minute deal, so don't procrastinate.
Book everything early, from your hotels and Airbnbs to your train tickets. Yes, even train tickets can sell out. And train tickets get more expensive as it gets closer to around November 22nd or so. This is around the time when many European Christmas markets open. Some markets might not open until later in November or even December, but the longer you wait to book, the more you'll have to pay.
That's a big money saver. We'll give you a big time-saving app in a moment, but first...
Number 2, dress even warmer than you expect.
You already know to dress warm because it's winter, but we also learned the hard way to dress like it's much colder than the actual temperature, but not because of wind, because of time outdoors.
What we didn't consider is that sure, we know how to dress warm when we're outside walking for a half hour or so, but you'll be enjoying outdoor Christmas markets for many hours. You can easily have fun for 6 hours at a time. We got so cold we had to take breaks to get dinner indoors or at least go get a coffee or hot chocolate at an indoor cafe. So wear layers, wear a warm hat, it might rain, be prepared. Your back and feet might get tired from standing for many hours. It's all worth it, just be ready for it. We sometimes use Salonpas as a back warmer / pain reliever. If you have any tips to stay warm, we'd love to hear about them. Please tell us in the comments.
Soon we'll reveal the one area of every town where you might not want to stay during Christmas season. But first, here's something we really wish we knew in order to beat the crowds.
Number 3, know the best days and times. If you have flexibility in your schedule, you can beat the crowds by going to the Christmas markets on days other than Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
And by going at the time right when the market opens or about 1 hour before it closes. The crowds can make it hectic and make the lines longer, but you might enjoy the energy.
We really didn't mind the crowds that much because there were so many food and drink vendors in most markets that we didn't have to wait so long. But if you get social anxiety or hate big crowds, you can visit during non-peak times.
All that's fine, but let me tell you a mistake to avoid. Thinking you should hit all of these up during the day. No way! Many of the Christmas markets are much prettier at night. Yes, it's colder. Yes, it can be more crowded on the weekend. But when else will you get to see a beautiful light show up against the spectacular Gothic architecture of a medieval church? Don't miss it!
Number 4, staying in a hotel or Airbnb near the train station might not be ideal. In Frankfurt and Paris, we found that staying near the train station is incredibly convenient, but these areas can be a little sketchy. We felt safe, but these areas weren't as nice as most other parts of the city. Although this wasn't the case in Strasbourg. Strasbourg is a much smaller town, so that's why it's an exception. It was only about a 20-minute walk from the train station to many of the Christmas markets.
In Frankfurt, traffic was horrible during Christmas season. In Paris, it was normal busy for a big city. So you certainly want to prioritize a convenient location, but staying near the train station might not be what you want. In a moment, we'll tell you how to avoid overpaying about €2 for every drink at the Christmas markets. Now we'll tell you about the app that made our lives so much easier when traveling from city to city in Europe.
Number 5, use the Trainline app. The Trainline app makes booking trains in Europe super easy. You can use it to book local trains as well as trains from one country to another. The app is in English and the prices shown are in US dollars, so you don't have to worry about translating or converting anything. The app shows you pricing for each class, so you can decide if splurging for first class is worth it to you. And whenever we've booked using Trainline, the prices shown on the app were the same as what was on the country's direct booking website, and sometimes we were even able to find discounts. You can also pay to make your tickets refundable, so if you get carried away with too many glue vines, you can rebook your train ticket for a later time. Plus, the app shows you in real time how many tickets are still available for each route, so you know if you need to secure your tickets right now or if you have time to decide. Speaking of the train, expect delays. It's busy season, the train won't always run on time. Understand that it might take an extra 15 or 30 minutes to get back to your home base.
We'll tell you what Europeans know about saving about €2 per drink in a moment. First, we'll tell you our itinerary and how we do it differently next time.
Number 6, know how many days to spend in each city.
Here's the Christmas market itinerary we created. We used Chase credit card points to fly United Airlines in business class from South Florida to Frankfurt, Germany. We used about 6.5 days in Frankfurt as a home base. We explored Christmas markets in Frankfurt for about 3.5 days.
Here are some of the Frankfurt Christmas markets we visited.
That I'm about to totally mispronounce in German. 1. Hauptwache. 2. Weihnachtsrossmarkt. 3. Rosa Weihnacht. 4. Friedrichstolzplatz. 5. Paulsplatz. 6. Main-Kai. 7. Rommerberg Market. 8. Main Terrace Weihnachtsmarkt. 9. Mainzer Weihnachtsmarkt, and I apologize to the country of Germany for what I tried to pronounce. Then we made a day trip to Heidelberg.
Here's some of the Heidelberg Christmas markets we enjoyed.
Bismarckplatz, Anatomiegarten, Kornmarket, Marktplatz, Karlsplatz, Universityplatz. We made another day trip from Frankfurt to Cologne.
In Cologne, we visited.
I'm sweating. Cologne Cathedral Christmas Market, also called the Weihnachtsmarkt, Heinzel Winter Fairy Tale Market, Old Market, and Hugh Market. Then we took the train from Frankfurt to relocate to the capital of Christmas, Strasbourg, France.
In total, we spent about 3 days in Strasbourg. We visited the Strasbourg Christmas markets of
Strasbourg Christmas Market in Petite France, Place de la Cathédrale, Place Kleber, Marché des Place Broglie, Rue des Marocains, and Place du Temple Neuf. We took the train back to Frankfurt and explored for about another day. Then we had a free flight to Paris because we used credit card points to fly on United. We spent about 2.5 days in Paris. We visited the Paris Christmas markets of Notre Dame and Tuileries Garden. Here's what we wish we knew.
We wish we knew how cool Cologne's Christmas markets would be. These were some of our favorite markets. They were unique, and even some of the vendors dressed in costume. Christmas markets are not the same in each town.
The backdrop is so important. You can have an amazing backdrop of a lit up church at night, or a sparkling river, or medieval half-timbered houses. Other European Christmas markets are extra family friendly. Some focus on high-end gifts or high-end food. Others are more casual. Some have terrific musical performances. We considered going to Colmar, France, which is about half an hour from Strasbourg. The only reason we didn't is because we had just been a few months earlier and we wanted to explore new places. But if you haven't been, go to both Strasbourg and Colmar for Christmas.
It won't be cheap, but it will be worth it. If we could do our itinerary again, we'd take at least 2 days in Cologne instead of just a day trip. We loved it that much. We also might have scheduled a bit more rest. These days are long because you're on your feet in the cold for so many hours. If we were more rested, we might have added the town of Heppenheim as a day trip from Frankfurt. It was amazing to go to Paris during Christmas time, and we were able to get a free flight with points, so why not? But the Christmas markets themselves weren't our favorites. But maybe we were spoiled by Germany and by a town that's literally titled the capital of Christmas. In any case, Paris is totally worth visiting during Christmas. And you've got the world-famous Notre Dame Church and its Christmas market. The Tuileries Christmas market felt more like a carnival to us, which isn't really our style, but we could see kids absolutely loving it.
Finally, let's talk about how to save some cash.
Number 7, know about the recycling refund. In many Christmas markets, you get your hot wine or hot chocolate or liquor in a commemorative cup. And these are really cool souvenirs, but you probably don't need a bunch of them. So you can return them to get a refund for about €2 for each cup.
Or keep it for a cheap but sweet souvenir. One of our favorite surprises was discovering the deliciousness of hot chocolate with a quote-unquote supplement. You can put a shot of liquor in it.
Our favorite was a shot of amaretto in our hot chocolate. It gave it a bit of chocolate-covered cherry flavor.
We often paid in cash and got coins back for the refund. This can be helpful because sometimes you need euro coins for public toilets.
Have you been to the Christmas markets in Germany and France? Please add your helpful tips in the comments.
Thanks for watching, and please like, comment, and subscribe. And to never miss another video, join our email list on touchdownmoney.com.